Hello everybody. 早上好. 오하요 고자이마스. 좋은 아침입니다. Bonjour. Still working on the French. Welcome to Random World of George. This is the making of at this point, but welcome to the Random World of George number 2. Random because I'm going to be talking about a bunch of weird things today. Weird to me, not to you. You guys, it's all normal to you. Nothing special. I'm not feeling my normal energy. Not that anything's wrong. Like it's there, but it's not here. Need help, guys. Left. Right. Up. Arrow. That doesn't work. Ugh. Right click and move the arrow keys. Okay. Click, move. Alright, here we go. There it is. Thank you. Okay, alright. I had some topics lined up that I wanted to make sure I didn't forget to talk about. Responding to comments. Let's start with that. There was not negatives this time. I just want to actually answer some questions. Alright, so this was from my recent live stream called Bookwork by Bob Ross Style George. So let's just look. Well, it's going to be random. We'll start with this one. Hey George, super irrelevant to the video. Nothing is irrelevant. Honestly, on Polyglot George channel, it's not about Japanese or Korean or French, although it sometimes is, or Chinese or whatnot. It's just me talking to you guys, because honestly, this is how I do friends now. I just talk to you guys like this. Alright, hey George, super irrelevant to the video, but I'm having some troubles right now. I've been studying Japanese on and off for nearly a year now, and though I plan to go to Japan after school, I have a lot of friends that speak Spanish, and I really want to be able to learn it to talk to them. I've dabbled in Spanish, and I can read quite a bit of it, but I'm scared of wasting my time in Spanish with Spanish instead of Japanese and vice versa. How do I choose? I feel like I've invested so much into Japanese, and it'd be a waste if I just focused on Spanish. But I don't need Japanese until the future, and I want Spanish now. Do both. That's my response. Do both, because the thing is, I think it's manageable. In the past, I wouldn't have known how to really answer this, but in 1 week, I've been doing French, Chinese, and Korean. Now, all of those languages are different levels for me, obviously. My French is basically 3 hours of lessons. That's it. But Chinese, I've taken 2 semesters in college, and I've been working on it, and I love Chinese. Like I'm really starting to love Chinese. But I don't think I've had a problem doing them both. And I say, if you want to focus on one main one, you can. But just maintain your Japanese. Still talk to a few friends, find some friends on HelloTalk. But if Spanish is right there in front of you, I'll tell you what, I don't have many regrets in life. But I do regret not starting another language earlier. I kind of wish I would have. It's not really a regret. It's a wish-gret. We're gonna make that. It's a wish-gret. It's not a big deal like, oh no, I didn't do it. It's nothing like that. It's just like wish-gret. Okay? So, yeah, do both. You don't have to lose both. And when you want to get back around to Japanese, it'll be there. And you can maintain Japanese very easily. 1 or 2 days a week is going to be able to maintain that. And go full-blown... I was going to say full balls, but you could be a girl. I don't know. Go full balls into Spanish. Why not? It could be embarrassing if you don't, which I believe is embarazado in Spanish. Actually, that means pregnant. All right. Next comment is from this guy, guy or girl, Fanta711. You post a lot, and I really appreciate that. I know that you watch quite a few of my stuff, and I enjoy interacting with you sometimes. Sometimes I think you're a troll. I think you're the guy that I think is a troll, but you're not. You're actually, you seem to really care. Whoa, quite interesting to see the editing process of the books. Surprised it's being done in MS Word. I resent using it at times due to weird formatting problems. I have, for the most part, been able to... I know now how to work with those formatting problems. It was very, very, very bad many years ago. Word didn't get better. I got better at Word. That's why when you look at me using editing the book, you'll see that everything I do is set as a style on the right side in my styles. And if you look really hard, I have a style called called F normal, because normal is the absolute worst, crappiest thing that Word has done. Word, I have complained, I've wanted to yell at Microsoft a lot. There's still a lot of issues I have with Word. But that is not a problem for me, and me having to move to another version of software and learning all of the nooks, and crannies of that software would be just as worse. All right. Wow, JFZ 6 on the side panel. Hope it releases before FF8, Final Fantasy 8 remake, especially seeing how it existed since 2013, 1101. It existed in 2000, and it existed before the birth of my daughter. I actually always made jokes about JFC 6 coming out, but I kind of talked to Kaneko about it. Like, so after book 5 is out and the kanji books are out, why not work on JFC 6? Except for the fact that there's another project I want to put together that's my Genki killer. I'd like to kind of try to take Genki out of its top spot for colleges. Right now our book doesn't really work for colleges because it's very slow paced. It's really a self-learner book. It's not designed to be in the college. Like, college is like this really rugged atmosphere where you have a teacher constantly slapping you around, and you can't necessarily learn everything from the book. You need to have the teacher teach you. So 54, man, you watched the whole thing. 5415. Yeah, it seems like a tough situation. The dictionary lists bakari. Yeah, that's gonna be rough. I don't know what to do with that. As a, what is that? Tadoshi? What is that? Or fukudoshi? What is that? Yeah, fukujoshi. Sorry, fukujoshi. Adverbial particle. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Korean likes to call them incomplete nouns or something like that, and I like that. I like that particular way of calling it because it is kind of a noun and it's incomplete, which means it can't stand on its own. I don't know what to call it. Maybe we could just say when it's a suffix. I don't know. I have to really consider that. Toki as a noun and sugu as an adjective, while shinkan is either an adverbial or a temporal noun. Temporal nouns, yeah. I'm glad you said this, because adverbial noun, temporal noun, those sound like words that need to be in another book, not my book. Thanks for the great insight into editing the books. It's quite a tougher job than I anticipated. And you're not even seeing the actual full process. You're seeing me working on a book that's almost already done. And I'm just making sure it looks, it's going to work. I'm just going through it. I am writing new grammar, but when you make a fresh lesson, that's when it's like, man, what do we put in here? And what pairs with this well? Like, it's like wine and meat. Like, you've got to pair what verbs work well with this grammar. And a lot of times what will happen is, like, you want to teach a grammar, but then you realize, boy, you just don't know the words. Like, you could teach this grammar, and it's great that you could teach it, because I have limitations when I write. When I write from zero, I have limitations that I cannot just throw anything at the student. If I've taught this particular piece of grammar, the words I use for this grammar must have already been taught in a prior book or in that book. I don't just say these are the best sentences that work for it. Maybe I could get away with that, but every other book, like a lot of other books, like to do that, and I don't like to do that. It's progressive for a reason. It's not only progressive on the writing side, it's progressive on the grammar side, where you can't use what you don't know grammar-wise, and I can't just, if I teach you a particular grammar that always uses this verb, but we haven't taught it, then I've either got to teach that verb, and I might go back 3 or 4 lessons to let it sink in before you get to this grammar, or I might add it in that lesson. But that even in that case, the verb then has to be taught before that grammar. So within the lesson, even the order of what happens in the lesson has to happen. Or sometimes I'll teach the grammar, and then but I purposely won't obviously use that verb until when I get to that verb. Either I'm reviewing the verb in the grammar, or I'm reviewing the grammar in the verb. But yeah, it's not easy, but it's fun. All right, I don't think there's no more good. That was literally every comment from this video. So there's some comments. Let's just see if there's anything else interesting. Let's see. Oh, I hate bars. That's one topic. My friend called me last night. I have a few friends that I meet like sporadically. And one of them, her name is Susie. She used to work at, or she works at the place that I did a lot of the medical interpreting at. And we went to China together. I interpreted for her there. And she's just a really good friend of mine. Easily my top 3 friends, even though I only meet her like once every few months. But she called me out. It's like, hey man, what are you doing? You gotta come to the stage door. She like texted me, and I heard that voice in my head. And I was like, okay, because I try to say yes to things because I need experiences. I'm not an introvert. I'm an extrovert. Let me point that out, okay? I'm very extroverted, but I don't like to go out and do things like an introvert. Like sometimes I get awkward in situations with people. Believe it or not. I think it happens when I'm not the center of attention. I think that's what it is. If there's more people there than I can process, I think I get weirded out. Like that's why I don't like typically don't like parties. Okay. So I went to the bar. First of all, I hate bars. Okay. I don't drink. Number 1. I don't smoke. Number 2. I have a life. Number 3. Number 4. Like I just end up scanning the bar for the cutest girls, but I'm not the kind of guy that would pick up a girl. So it's a completely mute thing. And by the way, the bartenders at this bar were very pretty. Just pointing that out. One of them was Asian. One of them was not Asian. They were both very pretty. So basically, while I was there, you got the drunk guy next to you. He's like, oh, I hate. And Susie needs to stop doing this, but this was the Japanese interpreter, because I haven't done work with her for like 4 years now. But this is the Japanese interpreter. And then, so she likes to. That's her brag point about me, that I'm the Japanese interpreter guy, right? But to the other variant people who, the company people that don't know me, she'll be like, he speaks Japanese. And then the one guy, this is what happened yesterday. Oh yeah, no, he speaks Japanese too. This other guy, I'm like, oh, here we go. First of all, I've never in my life, it's never worked out where when someone says they speak Japanese too, that they speak it well. It's just never happened. And it's not a brag point. It's just not an easy thing to get really good at Japanese. And your casual person that you meet that isn't in Japan, typically, like if you're in Japan, you probably speak Japanese pretty good. But typically, I'm trying to think of one time where I've ever met it. So not only do I hate, as a pet peeve, speaking Japanese to foreigners, I absolutely hate it. Even you guys, I don't like it because it's too much. It's a weird kind of sideways pressure on me. It's like my Japanese has to be good, number 1. I can't make a mistake or you might realize it. And you're probably not going to be good, so I've got to lower my Japanese. And then like, well, what do I say? This guy's a foreigner. It's not our main language. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And then also, I'm not like a guy that you just hit the button and I go, oh, nantarita no kana? And I don't just want to randomly speak Japanese to some guy when I don't know if he understood me. So then I'm like, so when that happens, I just go, oh, that's cool that you speak Japanese. It's cool. And I don't even want to talk about their Japan history because it's so boring to hear that you lived in Yamanashi-ken for 3 years. It's really boring to me. Oh, cool, Yamanashi-ken, yeah. Oh, I was there in July. It was really nice. What did you do there? I just don't care. And the guy, eventually, I heard him, he's like, Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Nice. Rice, yes, rice. Did I just say rice? I meant to say nice. But I got beer spilled on me twice yesterday. Once from Susie, once from that guy. That guy was just drinking a ton. The guy, he was Scottish, by the way. He was drinking a ton, and he's basically, I think he stole someone else's beer. Like, the beer was in front of me. And this is me in the bar. This is me in the bar right here. And I try to realize that like crossing my arms doesn't look good, but I'm like, I don't know how to be in a bar. I am not cool in the bar. I like, this is the bar. If you want to be cool in the bar, you'll be like, Nah, no, man. Yeah, man, shit. You gotta have like something to talk about. Nah, man, nah. I told that girl. No. I don't know why I went black. But cool people are always black to me for some reason. And my trainer gives me shit on that because like he's black. And I do my black voice. And he's like, why are you speaking like that? I'm like, it's not because of you. It's just a thing that I do. Yo, what's up? I do this a lot. That's my cool voice. But I don't have that, you know? And I don't have tattoos and earrings and piercings and all those things. It's just hate bars. And when we leave, when I'm in the bar, I just feel like this. It's like, hey guys, so thank you for inviting me to the party. Just really enjoy. I'll take a Diet Coke, please. Oh, I was a rum and Coke. So hydrated right now. I mean, oh my God, I'm gonna be so healthy in the morning. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't like the bar. I hate bars. Okay, my back pain. I want to talk about my back pain. So I know you guys can't see it, but man, I played tennis maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was really working it, man. I was really working it, and I twisted my back, and now I'm crooked like every morning. Like I'm off to one side. It really sucks. I've got to do more stretching. Like when I go to the gym, I've been working on with my trainer. I've been working on what is that foam thing, just laying back on the foam thing. That's been helping. Stretching more. Oh man, I hate this. It's the worst thing. Worst thing. I hate my back. Do I get pain down my leg? No, I did. About a year and a half ago, I did, and I got an MRI. And a year and a half ago, I was not walking. I was like dead on the couch. I could not find a comfortable position. I'm very good now compared to then. Like I have mobility. No pain shooting down my leg. So it was definitely the sciatic nerve getting impacted. And I did an MRI. And because this is Random World of George, I want to talk about it. But man, did I love my MRI. I want to do another MRI. I wish they were like cheap. But and maybe this will help you out when you have an MRI if you ever have to have one, because if you're claustrophobic, if you have claustrophobia, you know it's kind of a scary thing because it's making all this loud noise around you. But no, I don't know where I got the idea. I know it was my original idea. I just don't remember like why I thought of it. But I thought this is going to be like a spaceship ride. So I imagined that I was in cryostasis, heading towards a new planet, and that every second in cryostasis was equal to a year. And because of the loud sounds, and they had I can't remember if I had a mask on or not, so my eyes were forced closed. I'm in a stable position for my back to get MRI'd, and there's this whoosh, whoosh. So it was really immersive. My brain fully bought into the idea that I was in cryostasis, and I can't remember all of my thought, but it was so fantastic that after the MRI, when I woke up from the MRI, I was so crazy to be back. Like it was like, I'm back. Oh my God, my family's here. They're not all dead. Because if you're traveling to another system, obviously, you know, you're traveling at very high speeds, and they would have been dead by now. But I really I remember driving away. I was like, dude, for me, I really did it. It was fantastic. And that made me look up the salt, like the floating chamber things. I might want to try that, because man, did I really relax in that MRI. And the MRI showed a huge dip into my nerve, and I took it to I'm gonna make this story very short, but the doctor was extremely dramatic about my back and said that if it was up here, I would be dead. If it was down here, I wouldn't be able to walk. You need immediate surgery. And long story short, I didn't get surgery. I started going to the gym. I walked, and my back was amazing for the last year. And then I hurt myself in tennis. But my back has been fantastic. I lift things. I have all of my mobility, and I didn't get surgery. I didn't want to get surgery because that's an unknown, whereas I already knew that my back goes out every few years. So I didn't want to interject an unknown into my back, because at one point this doctor said, hey, first we just, I had some weird accent. and I change it every time I say this story. But hey, first, you know, with ginger. Oh, that what accent is this? It was more like a. First, we just to fix it here, blah, 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 and then maybe later on, we rebuild the entire back. Rebuild the entire back? Nah, you ain't rebuilding. No. And then I left, and I didn't go. All right. Brambley Chan says, I got stuck in an MRI scanner during a blackout once. Well, all that was the year where the machine was rebooting. Your ship was rebooting as you... That's what I'm saying. You could make this into a fantasy. I fully blew into it. Seriously, I want to see tissue box going through an MRI. If it was cheaper, I would do it. But that does... I have a really cool idea that I've been planning. Maybe today is the day to do it for tissue box. Every day I'm trying to do something really cool for tissue box. So if you're bored, I'm saying go subscribe to Tissue Box channel. I promise it's not a joke anymore. It started out as a joke, but it is not a joke. Someone took the video where I invented Tissue Box channel and they put it up on their channel. You can search for Tissue Box channel introduction and you'll see me talking about it. It was a joke, but it's not a joke anymore. I absolutely... Last night, let me tell you how serious I am with Tissue Box channel. When I went to the bar, I had spent like 3 or 4 hours working on... Believe it or not, it's crazy, but yeah, 3 or 4 hours working on the last Tissue Box video. And it was done, and I exported it out, but the bass sound was gone for some reason when I heard it, so I had to re-export it out. But Susie was like, are you on your way yet? And I'm like, yeah. And I let it go. And then I got to the bar, and in my car, I have a thing called Splash Top. And I Splash Topped in to my computer, and I was trying to upload. And I was having just a hard time, right? It wasn't working. So I called Arisa. Arisa, I need you to do me a favor. She was being a teenager on me. And I was like, I need you to do me a favor. It's like, I need you to upload a video for me. I need you to go to my room. Because it was before midnight, and my goal is to always have one every single day, no matter what. And I had like only 50 minutes left to meet my deadline because I had spent so much time working on it. And she's like, well, it's not really a favor if I have to do it. I'm like, I just don't want to deal with it. I said, fine, never mind. And I hung up, and then I just on my small screen, I uploaded the video. And I was at the bar. I only really wanted to see if people were watching this video. It's really the weirdest thing. It's my most important channel. I love Tissue Box channel. You know? I want to recommend a Korean candy. Churro snacks. Melanie. Oh my God, you know what, George? I signed up on iTalki today and got a bunch of creepy messages from other non-teaching community members. Yeah, let me talk about that. I didn't even know that was a feature of iTalki. But I get them too. And, oops. I don't respond. I haven't responded to even one person. Hello, George, how are you? My name is September from Shanghai. Cynthia. Chi Xiao. Alice Chen. Kaled. Like, people, I don't know who these people are. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not on iTalki to do Hello Talk. I'm on iTalki to find teachers. Oh, Janice is... Okay, Janice, you told me to try this Masahiro Isekai. I'm going to look at him. We're going to look at him. But I'm warning you, I'm kind of looking for a cute girl. 'Cause that's what I'm into. I'm not ashamed that I like girls. And I'm married, yes, but I would rather have a teacher that's a girl. It's just more fun for me. Right? Alright. Let's find this guy. How do I find this? iTalki. Because apparently there's not a good search. What? Japan gossip Piper Perry porn videos. Why is that a thing? He doesn't come up. Sorry. Do you have a link? Because he's not coming up for me. Do you want to see this porn video that they're talking about, though? You can search by name on iTalki itself. Where? Oh, it's all in English now, by the way. I clicked the link yesterday, and now it went to English, even though I was Korean. Oh. Nope. Iseki? Nope. Masahiro? Nope. He gone. He gone, girl. Search for Asaka Yui. Okay. Nope. By the way, this is Asaka Yui. The reason why I learned Japanese is Asaka Yui. Oh my god. Asaka Yui. She's why I learned Japanese. That was her age, like when I started, when I was in Japanese. She's kind of my age, I think. This might be her now. I don't know. Oh, crystals. Okay. Let's see if we can go to YouTube. Get a little bit of Asaka Yui. I can't do too much or copyright strike. Copyright strike. Oh, sorry. Oh man, that was maxed out, wasn't it? I'm so sorry. Let me try to bring that down to not killing everybody's ears. Still a little bit loud. This is actually where I learned how to say tenshi, like literally from Asaka Yui. So that's Asaka Yui. I'm going to highly recommend Asaka Yui, which also means ichi in the morning, Asaka Yui. Completely random. Then there's, I'll show you some other ones that I love. Kudo Shizuka. Oh, I love Kudo Shizuka. Alright, then we've got Nakayama Miho. This is the Japan that I love. Of course, the name of this song, by the way, is Get Me Excited. I should really analyze some 80s lyrics. Shawa wa abiru shunkan. The moment that I take my shower, I felt it, that someone was looking at me from somewhere. Oh God, I want to hear the whole thing. We have to do a private stream. Patreon only. I don't know when. Be ready for it. I'll make an announcement. We're just gonna watch J-pop together. That's what we're gonna do. Patreon only, because it'll be unlisted and I won't worry about monetization. All right. I'm gonna play some more. We're gonna do some more. Akina, Nakamori Akina. I don't want to get demonetized. Screw it. Let's play where she sings. I just want to cry. I don't know how to read this other one. Yeah, if I could cry. Who else? I'll do a guy group that I really love. Otokogumi. Time Machine is the song that I like. Time Zone, sorry, Time Zone. Oh, wrong part, sorry. Princess. They short, pretty for short. Oh, I love her voice. I have one. I don't have a lot of regrets. This is a wish regret. My girlfriend Saori at the time, we talked about going to their concert, but I didn't want to go because we couldn't get good seats. I was really young, but I should have really went, because the only concert I ever went to for many years until I saw Metallica was Asaka Yui, and I had a chance to go see Princess, and I didn't, and I should have. My favorite all-time girl rock band. Okay, man, don't tell me she's singing an X song. See, this is the thing. Korea can't do this. Like, this is where Japan destroys Korea. Oh, I'm such a Japanese mood right now. Okay, this is not their best song for me, though, because that's X. It's this one right here, Genkai Lovers. Chills, I get chills. This is how important this was to me. I would kill to see these guys live. Oh, I love these guys. Okay. Oh. I never thought to even look at this up. Yamase Mami. Not an actual singer, a comedian, but released 2 albums. Was she this cute? I'm sorry, cute overload. I did not remember Yamase Mami being this cute. And she's a comedian, so she's playing it up. Unless she had like singing career before this, because I actually might have misunderstood Yamase Mami's singing career. Because I don't know this song, and I had both of her albums. I thought she only had 2 albums. I'm in love. She's so cute. Oh my God, she is not this cute. I'm telling you, she was not this cute when I was listening to her. Okay, we're going to iTunes. Really? See, I want to buy Yamase Mami. I got motivated to buy Yamase Mami. And they won't let me buy Yamase Mami. Damn. Really? Can I even get Asaka Yui in here? I already have all of them, but... yeah. You can't get all of her albums here. Like, this is Japan for you. This is why I hate parts of Japan's thinking. It's like, just because you don't like Steve Jobs, come on, man. Sell it. Oh, man. I'm so upset right now. Does she have more cuteness? She's been trying to be you know what I realize now is she was going to be an artist and then she became an idol. See, she's listed as, she's in this group of B-level idols because she never made it big. I did not know she was really trying to be an idol. Honestly, a slightly different era, I would have fallen in love with her and not Asaka Yui, because she's fantastic. I just remembered one of my all-time favorite idols, Koizumi Kyoko. I don't know why I would have forgot her. Koizumi Kyoko is amazing. That's not her big song, though. I mean, that is her big song. Oh my God, Wink. Hang on, okay. We're gonna take a skip back to Wink. Wink. They were big. Funny story, I believe it's this girl right here, Ida Shoko, I think was... They're both named Shoko. One was Ida, and I don't remember. Actually, after the group broke up, I think she did some porn. Yeah. Yeah, she kind of fell down. Fell down the rabbit hole. Not famous anymore. Okay, let's go back to Koizumi Kyoko. I want to find her Fade Out song, because that song is not very typical of a... Yeah, this is not very typical of an idol. And that's what I really liked about her. Wow, she was sexy before Japanese idols were sexy. Seriously, they were not being sexy back then. This is pre-K-pop right here. Look at how sexy she is. That's crazy awesome. That guy. I want to pull that dance off. She had a song where she sang Chinese, and I'm trying to think what it was. Yamato Nadeshiko. My memory is surprisingly good today. It's surprisingly good today. But in the remix version, there's like a cutesy version. I've always wanted to know what she says. Woman. I don't know what she was saying in Chinese. This is a very high-tech system they got going here. This is going to be the cute version. It's not going to be the cool version on the remix. Oh my god, Yanagisawa Shingo. This guy? Okay, this guy. I stole this joke from this guy, okay? This is the joke that he does. Hang on. This guy does it so good. He's like, he's sitting on the panel. He's always like, he always like hits his glasses into his eyes. Oh, this guy.
前回のね、迷宮のアンドローラに続いてまたトップ1。非常になんか安定してますね。
そうですね、とても嬉しい。
安定してますね。
嬉しいです
ね。
はい。さて、きょんきょん、トップ1をお祝いしましてですね、こんなものを用意いたしました。ちょっと蓋を開けてみてください。あ、もうシュートを使います。はい。お寿司で作ったケーキ、デコレーション寿司というふうにね、言うわけです。
すごい。
そうでございますけどもね。
すごい。
ですね、京子ちゃんね、夜遅くなるとお腹すくでしょ。
夜お腹すくでしょ。
だからスタッフがね、夜食にでも食べてくださいということでね、いろいろあれしたんでございます。
ありがとうございます。
どうぞ食べてくださいね。
はい。
酒井さん、こちらにはですね、共演の長門博之さん、岸田京子さん、そしてヘミマリさんもいらっしゃいます。どうぞこちらお願いいたします。
そうですか、どうもどうも。あ、
どうも。
どうも。皆様すいません。長門さん、京子ちゃんを役者としてはどういうふうにご覧になってますか？
この大演のね、アイドルシリーズってのいろいろあってね、山口百恵ちゃん。
It's like I'm watching a parody of Japan. That's all right. Let's just get to this. Wow, man. Let me see if I have that song in iTunes. I do. I does have it. Why don't I have Yamato? Give me a second, guys. These are my albums that I haven't pulled out in years. Nakamori Akina.
Some more Nakamori Akina. Koizumi Kyoko. Nakamori Akina. Koizumi Kyoko. Koizumi Kyoko. Nakamori Akina. Koizumi Kyoko. I must have just bought a bunch of their albums. The John Matherton Christmas album on open. Okay, I'm not sure I have that. Nakamori Akina. Onishi Yuka. Sakai Noriko. Who
got caught with cocaine, and every album she ever made was removed from every Japanese store. Because that's how they are. Koizumi Kyoko.
Koizumi Kyoko. And then I got a bunch of singles. Oh, yeah. Ogin no me Yoko. Anata o shiritai. Misato. Oh my god, I love Misato. Rebecca. Yamato nadeshiku shichien de. Koizumi Kyoko. Koizumi Kyoko. Kaito Ruby. Yuya. I don't know who this is. I bought her. Koyuri Maki Kaoru used to live in Misawa. Cause we're together. Itsumo. Nazeka o shiritai. Another Rebecca. Saito Yuki.
Actually became... she became a Jehovah's Witness or a Mormon. I can't remember. I think she became a Mormon. I only bought her because She was, I believe, she was with Asaka Yui and Onishi Yuka in the Skeban Deka show. So that's why I got that.
More Saito Yuki, Saito Yuki, Saito Yuki, Saito Yuki, Nakamori Akina, Nakamori Akina, Nakamori Akina, Kohiru Maki Kahoru, Kohiru Maki Kahoru, Akina, 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 Hanbun dake no otone no mane, yeah, Asaka Yui, Hitomi ni Storm, Nante tatte aiga, Koizumi Kyoko. I forgot this one. I'm Mitsuhime, but it's Koizumi Kyoko way back. Shoya, live, 1988. Nakamura Yuma, Onishi Yuka, Shoya, Yume no Nakae, that's the one. Yume no Naka wa nan desu ka? Where's it? Sakashimono wa nan desu ka?
Onyanko Club. Now let's talk about this. This is complete Japanese history, okay? So you all know AKB48, right? That guy's first group was Onyanko Club. That's why he got famous. He made Onyanko Club. Onyanko Club split into various subgroups just like AKB does. So Onyanko Club became that group I was singing earlier, Ushirogami Hikaretai. Ushirogami Hikaretai. And Kudo Shizuka came out of there, very famous. A lot of famous people came out of this group. I think even Marina Watanabe was originally in here. So that's why I knew her. This is this girl right here. She came solo, right? After that. So, if you think Morning Musume was first, and then AKB copied, you're wrong.
Onyanko Club, Marina Watanabe, let's just go through these. Marina Watanabe, Kudo Yuki. This girl has this weird, like, deep voice. And I bought it just because obviously she's cute. Kind of looks like a Asaka Yui bit on the album cover here.
Okay, this is that Ushirogami Hikaretai, which is a subunit of Onyanko Club. We're talking like, this was before my time. This was like 1970, early 80s. Like, I went to Japan in 85. This is before that. Let's see, this album. This is Pony Canyon. Oh, let me tell you. Great moment in my life. I was doing Japan Files, and I was a huge Kudo Shizuka fan, okay? And I met with Pony Canyon. We were meeting for another artist for the Japan Files music company that I was running. And I told him, you know, like, I'm not just some guy that was selling music. I literally knew the history of Japanese music. I love Japanese music. I knew all of the who, what. Like, for example, Asaka Yui was through Hummingbird. I knew that Kudo Shizuka Onyanko Club was all through, you know, Pony Canyon. I know who King Records was. I knew all of the labels even before I was doing the music business, right? But I talked to the president of international sales, and he knew that I knew all of that, and Kudo Shizuka was still signed for them. And I remember he handed me like a sample CD of Kudo Shizuka's latest release. Like, he handed it to me, and I was like, oh my god, I came from this. Like, I came from that 16-year-old kid in my room jamming to Kudo Shizuka to the president of the division handing me her sample album. It was a big moment for me. I wouldn't not do Japan Files. I would do it better. You know, I ended Japan Files in a way that I didn't like what happened.
Onyanko Club, Nihon Morikawa. No idea who that is, but I bought it. You can see it says rental record. So all of these were rental records. Morikawa, Nakamura Yuma, Sakai Noriko, Gambare. Another Kudo Yuki track. Another Sakai Noriko.
Noripi was her nickname. She had this cool song. She had this whole, like, invented this whole language. Urepi. The first one to do urepi, I think, was her. I think that's where that came from. Urepi. Tanopi. Like, that came from her. I'm almost certain that was her that did that. But she had this song. Urepi tanopi ima umasu genki. Something like that.
Koiru Maki Kahoru, Yumi Nakamura. Oh, TM Network, a rare guy group. I actually like TM Network, so I got 2 of their tracks at least. Perfume, hate Perfume. I absolutely hate Perfume. They were not back in my day. Don't like Perfume. I hate overmodulated voices with no talent. Koizumi Kyoko. Yeah, do not like Perfume. Nakayama Miho. You can see I have like a style, yeah? Nakayama Miho. Kudo Shizuka. Nakamura Yuma. Ooh, she had a kind of an interesting voice. Nakamura Ayumi. More Ushirogami Hikaretai. Underura, suki da yo to loving you. Koizumi Kyoko. This song's epic. Kousa ni fukarete. This is a really good song by Koizumi Kyoko. Maakana onna no ko. Smile again. That's actually Koizumi Kyoko. Mizu no ruju.
Koizumi Kyoko. Her nickname was Kyong, by the way. Kyong.
Ogino Miyoko. Cause we're together, itsumo. That's Koiru Maki Kahoru. TM Network. Tamaki Koji had this song. It's called Kitsui. It's really good. Seiko Matsuda. Oh my god, hugest star of the 80s. Matsuda Seiko. Shoya. Just a cover of Nakamori Akina and some other stuff. Rebecca. Also Nothing Inside. Shoya. There's random things not in their case. There. The album collection.
I'll put that back later. Nostalgia. That's it? Alright. I'll talk to you guys later.